pacing back and forth. Oh, I don't understand why you're standing right here. All your shots have scored. No, scratching at the scars you left on my skin. We fight and we fall and we rise through it all till we find what we want, then we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in. Just me, just you, lost in the moment.
Hey everyone, it's Karen. I am so glad you're back. Well, I'm back. Are you back? Are you here? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up and put hello in the comments down below. So today, this is what I'm doing. I create this look with it's really becoming my favorite McGrath palette, my only one, but my favorite. So I actually do pretty much a full get ready with me. So this is going to be a super long video. So sit back, grab your, smoke, your water, your coffee, whichever it is. As you can tell, I'm already hyped up on coffee. I'm drinking water. So, are you ready? Are you ready to get into it? I'm really glad that you guys are here. Make sure you do comment after the video, before the video, during the video, whenever you feel like it, because I read them and I love them. So, let's get into this look. Ready? What is that? My camera just beeped at me. Oh, dear Lord. Hi guys. Okay, well, today has been one of those days. My child actually had to be re-enrolled in a school she was already enrolled in, and I have been washing and drying towels all day. Well, I've been washing and drying all day. The towels are taking forever to dry in the dryer, and I need to take a shower. And I had looked in the closet. There was not one towel left, not one hand towel left, but there was like 20 washcloths. So I took my shower and dried myself off with a bunch of them. Figured, screw it, this'll work. Yeah, might be why my shirt is still kind of sticking to my body. I feel like a kid, when your parents asked you to dry off when you were a child and you didn't do so well and your clothes started sticking to you. That's exactly how I feel. But the day's gonna go on. We're gonna get ready. And I haven't done like a get ready with me in a while where I show you guys like my skincare and stuff. It's as much glue as I'm gonna get off my eyes, so I'll be picking at it for a while until I get to my eyes. I'm taking this serum. I think it's by, I don't know, Pure Heal, S and Herb. It's got tea tree oil in it, which is really, really good for your skin and to help avoid breakouts. So I put that on and I let it dry. And then I'll take like sometimes hyaluronic acid in a serum or whatever's close to me. I will put a drop of that down and I will focus around the eye area with the serum. And if there's anything left, I'll put it on my forehead. And while I'm waiting for this to dry, I get my beauty blender out and I get my primers. And my two favorite primers are the Tarte Timeless and my Benefit. Whoa. Benefit, where are you? The Benefit Poreless. Okay, well, it looks like we're going with Tarte today. I can't find the other one. It's all good. Oh my gosh, if you're new here, say hi. If you want to. I am one of those people, once you meet, you never really forget. At least that's what I've been told. So, I am going to put this pore filling primer in my pores. The ones that are large. So this way I have a nice smooth canvas to work with. My skin, I scrubbed it with an exfoliator so it's a little bit red. But it's necessary to do. I always like to put a little bit of this stuff, oh okay, that was a lot, way too much, on my eyebrows because I have like little pores there too, which is super weird. And when you're like putting hair-like strokes in there, you really want to make sure that everything's smooth. Otherwise, it doesn't work properly. Dropped a little primer on myself. Okay, so we may have to mix foundations again today because I have not been in the sun and I'm not really sure which one's gonna look better. I don't know. So we're gonna find out. Ready? This is the Lancome 24-hour Tint Idle Ultra Wear SPF 15. It's supposed to be comfort, transfer resistant, which for the most part it is. But it's definitely not full coverage. It doesn't say full coverage on the bottle, but when I first got it on the box, like the paperwork it came with, it said it was a full coverage foundation. I mean, they tried to trick me, I guess, because it doesn't say it here. But anyhow, it looks like that this foundation is working still, so we will go with this. And we are going to play with the McGrath palette again because I love it. And I'm thinking we can come up with a really, really neat look, just like we did last time. Oh, I'm excited. It's been a minute. I mean, I haven't been really doing too many makeup tutorials, and not as much as I used to. I did a few unboxings and all that stuff, and I missed out. I didn't do premieres. I did uploads instead of doing premieres because my life was so hectic. But I missed talking to you guys. The last couple, I think I talked to you, but I'm sorry about that. Okay, this looks a little bit too dark in some areas, but we've got concealer to lighten things up. I did get my third base box of Boxycharm, and in it was the right concealer. I was so very excited. Wait, do I want to put concealer on first? Nope. You know what I want to do? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my masking tape. I always use masking tape if I have it available, because if I want to like do a quick eye look or something and I don't want to have to worry so much about blending and how far the eyeshadow goes, I will put masking tape here instead of, what do you call that? Scotch tape, because it sticks better, it stays better, it doesn't lift as easily, and I like it. Let me make sure the tape is the same in both areas. And you want to make sure your eyes are relaxed when you put it on, so you get nice and even lines, because this is going to leave a line, just letting you know. Okay, so now we want to do primer for the eyes, and we want to do my brows. I don't think I've done my brows on camera in a while. I either use the pomade or the pencil, Benefit Brow Pencil, or the Anastasia pomade in caramel. Oh, dang it. Hair is everywhere. Okay, so let's see what we got going on with these puppies. Let me put this in front of me. I still have my 50 palettes out from when I did my other look that you guys won't see yet because it doesn't premiere for a couple days. But I groomed my brows last time. And what do I want to do? Do I want to do the pomade? You need to have a light hand with this. I used to have a very heavy hand with my brows. I think it just, as you're learning stuff and you're graduating like MUA school and all that stuff, your techniques you always have to practice on, and what you use is important, plus how you apply it, the amount of pressure, all of that you have to take into consideration because it's going to change the way that you look. Okay. This here, I don't really need to line my upper and my lower because with what my brows are, you'll see that line, and I don't want you to see a line. I just want you to see a filled in brow. That's it. That's what I want you to see. And I can always clean up anything to make it look like a sharper edge with concealer. So my brows used to take me a long time to do, but I didn't have very much to begin with. I had 90s brows, and they are getting a lot better. It's just taking a minute. And I do have one brow thicker than the other, so I'm gonna be like, okay, gonna have to spend a little extra time on this one. And you do want to do hair-like strokes, and this Eco Tools brush is perfect for this and for winged liner. If you're just starting out with winged liner, guys, Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner and this brush. This brush only comes in a pack though. I just want you to know that. Okay, so now that I've kind of filled in my brows, I can see where this line is a little bit darker, so I have to get rid of that. But I also want to take things a little step further with my brow pencil. Anyway, anytime you put anything on this brush, have a makeup wipe ready because you don't want the thickness to ruin the brush. They stay longer that way. Okay, we're gonna take this and we're just gonna go lightly in the front, kind of like that. Very light strokes. This is Benefit in 3.5, I believe, 3.5. Just want to make sure that I've covered everything and that my brows are looking good. Looks like sometimes you do a light little line. You hear Jackson? He's like talking as he's playing. Okay, so now I want to take you can use a stiffy if you want, but I'm going to take this one right here and we're going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Look how messy it is. We use it a lot. We're going to use that today. And whenever I'm lining like my brow, I always put it down here because you do not want a whole lot of product in this area because you're going to see it. It's going to stay there. It's going to stay put. And then it's going to be like, you'll notice the separation. You want it to look as natural as possible. So that's why I take the product and I work my way up using minimum on the brush so I can get that as looking as natural as possible. Obviously, I'm going to use this as my primer, so I'm going to put it down here. And then what I'm going to do is take my beauty blender and smush it in. But it doesn't leave like a huge line there. And of course I'm going to fill it with shadow anyway, but you do not want the bulk of your concealer right there. Like bulking up and where you can notice it and see it and it's thick and you're like, oh crap, it's not going to move now. You don't want that. That's why I do it this way. I also want to know if you've watched any of my other tutorials and if you're enjoying them, if you're learning something from them. A lot of you have been saying that lately and it's really, really very pleasing to me because I do a lot of these eyeshadow looks and I do share a lot of my skin tips, hair tips, everything because I want you to benefit from them. I show you guys how I fix a lot of my mistakes on camera. I know a lot of people don't do them on camera, mainly because people judge, but we all make mistakes. And I want you to actually see how I fix them. So now we've got a nice little base of concealer. Ooh, and we've got some eyelash glue. Yuck. That might get in the way of my eyeliner. Come off. Oh man. I have my little, do I have my spoolie? Oh yeah, I do. Hang on. I have my spoolie. Pull it up. Pull it out. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is eyelash glue. Oh, my eyelashes just fell out. Great job, Karen. Oh, thank God I use false ones anyway. Not a whole lot. Oh my gosh, look at that. You could totally tell where the glue is. Anyhow, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. What I am going to worry about is doing my eyes with this gorgeous palette. There's only 2 mattes in here. So I asked you guys last time which colors I should go with. Oof. Okay. Let me put my stuff over here. Put this over here. I may use that again, so we don't want that to go far. Now I want to grab, I got a Morphe blending brush. I want something that can go right here, that it's not too dark. And it's going to be, oh, there's 3 mattes in here. I'm sorry, there's 3. I got glue on my hands. All right, this could be, I don't know. We're gonna start out with something that's kind of something I wouldn't usually start out with. It's a shimmer. Doesn't have a name to it, but it is this color right here. We're gonna start out with that baby. Okay, I forgot that stays up. Love this. Okay, now we're just gonna put that. Oh, it's so pretty! In my crease. Love this. Didn't even add any setting spray or anything. We're just gonna, oh my gosh. I will from here to here put like a highlighter or either a matte white or something when I'm done. But right now I really want to focus on building up this gorgeous color. Look at that. So let me build this up and I'll do a few minutes off camera so this video is not super long, and I'll be right back. Oh my God, I love this palette. I just love it. I don't even know what else to say. I love it. I'm going to take this Farrah brush and go into this dark color right here. It is down here. And because what do I put in my crease on the outer lid? Darkness. Yes, this girl loves it. I absolutely love the outside of my eye to be dark. I love this palette. I'm throwing out all my other ones. That's it. I'm just going to use this one. I'm done. Save a lot of space. You should see how many palettes I have from my look that I recreated. They're still everywhere. But we have e-learning to do, and life has been hectic, and oh gosh, I've had a lot of writing and all kinds of crap to do. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you can still see the sparkles. See, in most palettes, when you put on a light shimmer like this, the sparkles like fade away. And yeah, no, not happening with this one, which is... Now, this next color, guys, I've been dying to use it. Like, are you kidding? I don't even think I need to cut the crease on this one. Like, I just don't even think I need to. Okay. I'm so excited. That brush is not going to pick it up. This brush should pick it up. This is a Real Techniques brush. Most people use this brush in the beginning of their look just to dust a matte shadow all over their eye. It's not what I'm using it for today. Oh my goodness. That is without setting spray, ladies. Do you see that? Like, hi. Hello. How are you? Let's try it with setting spray on the other eye. Oh yeah. Yep. Gotta blend it a little bit more when you do it with setting spray, but I'm loving it. Jackson is still talking to himself. Oh, I didn't cut my crease. I don't know if I should have or not. I probably could have made more of a fine line if I did. But this look, hello. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go take my first brush, and it's in like this rusty color right here. And I'm gonna put that back up here. And just for the sake of doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and take this that I used with my concealer, and I'm going to actually take the brush, do this, and we are going to just tight line this, kind of, so to speak. Not do a cut crease. Just tight line it like that so it stands out more. I have one eye bigger than the other. I'm always saying that, so I've got to watch what I'm doing, making sure everything is symmetrical and all that fun crap. Okay. So now that I have tight lined that, and we're making sure that the concealer is blended in, I'm actually going to take this brush and put it right into that pretty color and fill in that line. I didn't think there was any concealer left. Let me see. Probably need another brush to do it. All right, we'll take this one. I think this is the Madison Beer liner brush. It's like, oh my gosh, I love this freaking brush. Yes, here we go. I should have put setting spray on it. What was I thinking, guys? You should have reminded me. Karen, what are you doing? You forgot your setting spray. Durr. We need this part poppin'. This is where the party's at. And it does make a difference. As opposed to not doing it at all. And like I said, I didn't do a cut crease. But I wanted to tightline that area. So, and that's what I call it. That's what I've learned to call it. These are my own techniques that I've picked up on. You hear Jackson talking to himself? Oh my gosh. He's probably talking through the iPad. I need a little more setting spray. Then we're going to focus on some liner. And what color are we going to go with? Black. Yeah, there we go. Atta girl. Jackson! Why do they have to talk to themselves so loud? Oh, this color is fabulous. Okay. Woo! And pay attention to how I use the brush, because you can use it at different angles. Like, hi! I'm loving this color. I just want to put more on. More and more and more and more. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm going to take my blending brush. Actually, I want a blending brush that has nothing on it, like this one here. Nope. I want one with more control, like this. Because I don't want the pigment to disappear. I just want to blend it. And I'm barely touching this, guys. Like, barely. Barely touching it. Woo! I'm liking. I do want to put a little bit more of this first color right there. I just took the other side of the Eco Tools brush. Look at that. That is freaking amazing. Okay, now let's do some liner. And we're going to go in with the Tarte. I've been using the Tarte liner. The liquid side, the marker side, and I never used to use those. Just Hank and Henry, but I'm running low on Hank and Henry. And I do want to put a gel liner. Not that hard crap. Where's my black gel liner? Or do I want to use brown? I don't know if I want to use brown or not. I think I want to stick with the black. I know I've got a cake pencil somewhere here, around here, that I've used. And let's do the top first. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so it's this side. Okay. Let me move this down. Are you guys ready? Look. Let's start from the middle and go to the back, to the edge of my eye. Oh, I love it. I always start slow and do a very thin line at first, even if I'm going to thicken it up. I always start out like that. Ooh. I'm so in love. Oh, see, my tape is kind of lifting a little bit there. What's that about? Not like that. Usually that doesn't happen. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that's like a no-no. Put that tape down. Okay, there might be some glue left over there. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Unless I want to pull out my lashes. Okay, so now we've got a thin line. We want to decide how big we want our wing. Alright. Are you ready for the wing, girls? Are you ready? Your eyes need to be relaxed. I'm going to hold my tape down here so I don't mess this up. And I'm going to flick it backwards while my eye is relaxed. And then I'm going to connect it and make this line thicker. Now, you could do the same thing here. Flick it back. I love tape because it's just saves so much time. And then you want to connect it and make this line thicker. Voila! You have a wing. I think that one is a little thicker, so I'm just going to go back down a little bit and fix that there like that. I am going to let this dry, then take off the tape, but I'm going to let it dry off camera and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I put on the 24/7 Urban Decay gel liner in like black on my waterline, and voila! Now we need to do the under eye concealer. Yay! Okay, I've got the dose of colors. I am loving this. I'm so glad we got this in Boxy. Like, I don't even know what else to say. I just love it. We're going to put a generous amount here. Oh, what is that? Is it fallout? No! Okay. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm not going to automatically go in with my beauty blender here, okay? I'm actually going to take either a flat brush or an angled brush, or, see, I'm getting ready to have to wash my brushes again. A brush like this. It has nothing on it. Start over here. Work my way up. To make sure that line is perfect. Okay, once I've done that, other side of my beauty blender, and push it in. Need that line to go away. There, perfect. Let's do the other side. If you do get color at any time on this brush, wipe it off on your makeup wipe. Now, make sure your hand's steady if you're not used to doing this. But I needed to clean that up a little bit because my tape was a little funky over here, if you remember. Yes. Bam! Perfect. Of course, I'm not perfect, but I know how to fix things. Okay, now press it in. Oh, yes, girl. Yes. I love makeup so much. Okay, now we want, ooh, my hands need to be washed. Let me get this stuff out from underneath my nails. I want like a really fine, silky setting powder, like Hourglass. This stuff works amazing underneath the eye, and it's not heavy. So I'm just going to take a blending brush and go right up, right over, set that baby, and then we are ready to do underneath the eye. Woo! Atta girl. girl, atta girl. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I just love it. Okay. Okay, we could do this. Let's do the under eye. Oh, we need stiffies for the under eye. All right, Karen. Let's put this brush over here. We need a stiffy. Stiffy, stiffy, stiffy.
I told you.
Jackson. What color do we want to put underneath the eye? We could put gold. We could put the black. I think I like the black. Oh, I need my cigarette. Where is it? Here it is. Let's start tight lining with the black. And we want to connect it to our wing. That is like super important. Oh, it's sparkly. It's so pretty. If you guys have not gotten this palette, I'm telling you, like, you might want to. All right, so you see how this is separated over here? We're totally going to fix this. Okay. Yes, hi, connect. Woo! And more sex, right? Okay. We're gonna have to let it dry before we smoke it out. Do we want to put anything on the inner corner? Of course we do. What am I thinking here? Gold maybe? How about, ooh, that color. Let's see. Yes, yes, this is the color. Oh my God, yeah, definitely. Oh, but this brush isn't really gonna pick it up. I need inner corner brush. This one's a Luxie, like mini round, but it's very similar to the Jaclyn Hill inner corner highlight brush. And yes, yes, baby, yes. And we're gonna swoop that. Yeah, we're gonna swoop it. Ooh, hey. I love that little swoopity boopity thing. It just makes everything like look so pretty. So pretty. And everything just goes together. Okay, so now what I want to do is we're going to take another stiffy. This is a Sigma. Put it in that same color. And stamp it right here. That's it. Just right there. Oh my gosh, that like changed my life. Yes, right that corner. That totally changed everything. Yes, absolutely. Oh, I so needed this Pat McGrath. My first Pat McGrath palette ever. I so needed it in my life. Didn't even realize it. $78 palette, I think they are. Oh, look. Yes, girl, yes. Okay. Now, do I want to add any more color underneath here before I smoke it out? I don't think so. I think I'm going to take this brush here. Has nothing on it. It is a crease brush. And I'm just going to wiggle it. I'm not going to go all the way to the eye. The other end of the eye, my inner corner, in other words. Wow. Oh, it's so pretty. And I just used the one corner of it. Because you never want to go full in with these brushes. Techniques are so important, guys. And you'll get the feel for your brushes. You can tell if a brush is going to work by the way it feels. You're going to get to that point, I promise you. Okay, now we need mascara, lashes, and some other stuff. Yes, we do. All right. Oh, and we need a brow bone highlight. Let me find a specific product. I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to use this Pretty Vulgar highlight. For here. Oh, it's just a nice, soft, really super pretty color. That's not going to take away from the party, which is right here. Ooh, woohoo! Thank you. Okay, so now that I've got my brow bone highlight, I want to go in with my Anastasia Bronzer. Yes, I do. And I'm going to use this Ipsy Complex Culture Brush because it's pretty neat. I do like it. Make sure that your mirror is angled a certain way. Go right back here. Just bring it out a little, just to here, because you're like contouring and you want to change the shape of your face. And the only way to do that is to contour. That's it. Bring it right out there and go back. That's all you want to do. And already you can see that my face shape is changing. Okay, love this bronzer. I got it at TJ Maxx. Okay. Oh, and I still have to choose my TJ Maxx winner. I'm so glad I was reminded of that just now. Okay. Coffee brown. Blush. And sand pink with a Lamar. Oh yeah. Hi. This we want to blend nicely together with the contour. Oh yeah, definitely. And if you do feel like you do end up using too much contour and you need to define the face, Kat Von D setting powder in translucent, it's really white. That'll help. Just letting you know. I can actually use some of it to let you know what I mean. Okay, here it is here. It's her Locket powder. Now, I got this before she changed. Her company changed. So, I don't know how it is now. But you take it on your sponge like this, and you just kind of define that line. If you use too much. That's the only time you need to do that. Let it sit for a minute, but you really don't have to. I'm actually going to do a bit of nose contour, so I'm going to grab a blending brush for my eye, a little bit on my nose, just a little bit to provide that shadow so it creates the illusion that my nose is smaller. See the difference? And you want to make sure it's blended in good. Almost stuck this thing up my nose. Good job, Karen. Okay, so now you can see that. Woo! And then if you really want to go and make your lips look bigger, you can kind of go underneath here. And it'll definitely work. Okay, we did that. Now I want a fluffy brush with nothing on it. Like this baby here. This is a Farrah brush. Bam! Done! Whew. Yeah. Okay. So now highlight. We need to highlight. And then we'll go in with mascara. Let me see if I can pick up my mascara with my foot. Nope. Alright. I'm using the Kevin Oicon or I don't know, Kevin Bacon, whatever his name is. Mascara. And the highlight, I guess I can use the Pretty Vulgar or I can go in with something else. But let's get some mascara on. While I put my eyelashes on, let's see the winner from the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. You ready? Let's do it.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't
Congratulations, Lauren. You know how to get in touch with me. I am so excited. Get in touch with me as soon as you can. Make sure I have your address. I'm not sure if I do or not. I don't think I do. And your prize will go out on Wednesday. I'm so very excited. Yay. Okay, so I haven't used the Brain Freeze palette for a highlight in a long time. And I'm thinking frozen fruit might just be what I want. Okay. Yep, it is. Take the Jaclyn Hill highlight brush. Wow. Okay. And I went with a foil lip, actually by Hard Candy. And I don't really like that brand, but it felt like the right way to go. So now I'm ready to leave if I want to. All right, guys. Tell me, what did you think of this look? Have you bought this palette? Would you buy this palette? It is a $78 palette. Did you learn anything from my video? Put it down in the comments below because I so enjoy reading them, and then give me more ideas of what you want to see, maybe what you want reviewed, all that stuff, because I will gladly do it for you. Thank you for joining me for this video. I do love every single one of you so much, and welcome to my new Gem Squad members. You have to get in touch with me, give me your address so I can send you your membership gift. And for those of you that don't know, I do have channel memberships. You are all, if you're subscribed to me and you watch me, you're all my gems, but I do have extra perks for those that actually joined the channel. So it's just an extra thing. It's not something anyone has to do, but I know that certain people have been asking me about that. There is a link in the description box below too if you do want to join. When you're on a mobile device, it doesn't always help you get to that spot. But anyhow, thanks again for joining me for this video. Mwah! I'll see you again in another one real soon. Bye.